So this is day 6 of moving into the new place. It has been crazy. So much stuff going on, running up and down, getting furniture here, getting furniture there, moving stuff from containers, all of that flipping crazy stuff. But we are almost there and we're getting close. So with that being said, for the first, I'd say 4 days of moving into a new place, it's been havoc in terms of I haven't been able to stick to my meal plan as I wanted to, because I didn't have the right pots. The place we were in before was fully furnished, so we had to go through the whole journey of furnishing a place, getting everything that's necessary. And what's funny enough is, even before I got a fridge, I got a dishwasher. Like, I've got a specific rule that I will not move into a new place if I don't have a dishwasher. There's a lot of things I will do, but dishes is my pet peeve. I hate doing dishes. So that's our number one. Not only that, it also prevents arguments with your partner, with your family. So it's definitely a lifesaver with regards to a dishwasher. But I wasn't able to stick to the meal plan. But even though I wasn't able to cook my meals, do my meal prep, I still made sure I stuck to it as close as possible. Okay, so I get foods very similar. Yes, every now and then I'd have a burger because it's convenient, but it doesn't mean it's going to give me the excuse to go eat shit like McDonald's. I still got a clean chicken breast for a burger. I still tracked it, even though I hate tracking using MyFitnessPal. I use other methods like creating a full meal plan at once so that I know exactly what, and I can weigh out the food one time, cook one time for the entire week, or twice rather. I do it every Sunday and every Thursday. So today will actually be the first meal prep because I've gotten the pots, I've gotten the pans, but I still won't be able to go to the gym. All of this moving around has been so crazy with my back. Like, it has just aggravated my back so much more. Literally 4 days ago, 5 days ago, I was walking again, like doing my fasted cardio. I still made sure that I'm doing my fasted cardio in the morning, which is about 20 minutes. But it's been very painful. I've been moving fridges, I've been moving dishwashers, washing machines, just moved the mattress again today. And my goal is to just finish it, like get it all done now, kind of push through the pain of my back so that I can just chill out for a second, and then next week I can start fresh. And that is the new goal that I'm going to be setting out, which you guys are going to be following along with, and that is to get lean. Okay, summer's around the corner now, and I'm going to show you guys exactly how I structure my meal plan. I'm going to do the check-ins this Sunday to check what my weight is, my height, all of those things, so I can create a meal plan based on my specific stats, based on my specific goals, and my specific, whatever I want to achieve. I'm knackered, I'm super tired already. But you guys can follow along. So I'm going to teach you exactly how I build out the meal plan, how I structure my workouts, why I structure them that way, why I structure my meal plan in a specific way. I'm going to be following the lean mass method, the exact same thing I've used in the past, the exact same thing that all of my clients are following right now, that has all helped them build quality lean mass and to see continuous progress. I'm going to be treating myself like I am my own client, and you guys can follow along with the journey. Every single week I'm going to be doing updates with how my back is doing, with how my physique is looking, how the training has been going, how I manipulate my meal plan, so you guys can follow along. If your goal is to lose fat, right, and build muscle in the process, then follow along with this, okay? So this is the priming phase. I'm putting myself through the priming phase first. That is the first phase of a 3-phase system known as the lean mass method, okay? Phase 1 is the priming phase, where I prioritize to drop fat, prioritize becoming insulin sensitive, where your body just responds far better with the macros, the fats, the proteins, and the carbs that you put in, so that you do not gain excess fat in the process. Then I'll be moving into the next stage, which is going to be the growth phase, where I'm going to prioritize building quality mass without putting on excess fat. Okay? Then once I've gone through the growth phase, it's the optimal phase. This is when the calories are super high, your body's just got so much energy, you got so much strength, and this is where we prioritize pretty much strength training, but through different phases, deload weeks, all of those things. And that is what I'm going to be going through now. The The priming phase is going to be for a while because it is summer. I can't push myself, and that's another thing. I have decided that, well, I haven't decided, I've been forced that I will not be competing today. You know, I've been working super hard toward that pro card, just fell short of it last year, and I was really keen on getting it this year, but unfortunately my medical aid still hasn't been sorted out with my back surgery, and there's a bunch of obstacles in the way. I can't pay for it in full because then if anything happens down the line, that the medical aid won't cover it. If it's got anything to do with a spinal injury, let's say I have an accident on a motorcycle or something like that, they won't cover it. So we have to do it, you know, the medical aid route. So I've got a new broker who's going to sort that out. So I have no idea what's happening right now. Right now I'm just kind of sitting in limbo, waiting and hoping for the best, but I'm still going to make sure that I show up to the gym 3 times per week starting Monday. This week, my priority right now is to get settled in, make sure that everything in the house is sorted, everything in the house is finished, so I can just get back to work, get back to grafting, and start hitting those goals. Okay? But today I'm going to take you guys through something a little bit different, and that is going to be, I'm going to show you guys a little bit of the place, more in terms of like, I'm going to be doing some DIY things. I shouldn't be doing it, but this is one of my passions. Like, I love building, right? I love building, I love making stuff, making furniture. Some of you guys who've been following me for a while know where I started. The journey all started on TikTok, which was during COVID, and that's when I built my own gym, because I couldn't leave the place. I was in a very secluded place, so you know, I've always just loved to build stuff. So I'm going to do a couple of things now. I'm going to show you guys a couple of things. We moved into a cool place. It's very old, very Victorian style. This house is probably over 100 years old. Who knows the stories that it's got. But we're going to bring a bit of a modern touch to it. So we're going to fix up a couple of things. We're going to wallpaper certain spots. We're going to vinyl all those goodies. So it's really fun, you know. It's a nice project. It's another goal to work toward, you know, because I thrive on working toward a goal. And I think as a man specifically, you need purpose in life. You need to be working towards something. And that's where fitness really has helped me in such a good way, such a big way, because before I started training, like, I was lost, man. I don't know what I was doing. I was unmotivated. I was not disciplined at all. I was unconfident, unconfident in myself as well, not knowing what to do. I always looked up to these people and I just didn't know how to get there. And fitness was the thing that really like brought it out of me. It taught me so much discipline. And that discipline has reflected in so many different aspects in my life. Whether it be relationships, business has been a huge thing. Specifically because I work for myself, you know, I run a business, and I could go take a nap right now, right? I have the privilege to do that thing. Like, I'm very grateful for it, but it takes discipline if you're not working for someone to continue building and continue growing, as it exactly the same with your physique, right? You need to stay disciplined, you need to show up, but again, you have to have the right system and you have to have the right strategy. But enough of that, time to do some renovations, basically, some DIY stuff, and I'll take you guys along. Let's fucking go. The first line of business. The kitchen is a little bit of a strange setup, to be honest with you. As you can see, the cupboards, they are old, so we're going to replace all of these things. There is no island, and for me, because I do my meal prep, I do cooking and stuff, it's very important for me to obviously have a space to prepare food, to cook food, so I can, you know, put it all down. So what I've decided to do is, this is the only place with a damn dishwasher. It's a bit strange how they've designed the kitchen, but it is what it is. And with every problem, we can come up with a solution, right? So I'm going to move this dishwasher up to this point. Okay, so it's a little bit further away from the wall. Then what I'm thinking is I'm going to fix a tabletop basically over here, a nice thick part, so that I can have some counter space there. Put something underneath, maybe like a chair if I want to sit, work, whatever. But in order to do that, I've got to do some drilling into the hole. I've got to make sure everything is level. So this is where we're going to begin. I've already gotten the pieces of wood cut. I got the timber cut already onto size, did the measurements, so we're going to start here. Then the same thing I'm going to do in the bathroom, because with this bathroom it's the only spot where they've decided to put a dishwasher or an outlet at least for a waste pipe for the washing machine. And then I'm going to have to do some like extension cords because there's no plugs. But you know, this is actually exactly what I wanted. We've just moved out of a place that is like newly renovated, you know, top of the line stuff. This place, not so much, it's still old, but it's really exciting. Like, this is what I've been wanting to do, this is what I've been waiting for. And we've got the courtyard as well that we're going to modify completely. So this is where the journey begins, and I'm keen to take you guys through it. So let's get down to the first line of business. I think what I'll do is I will start off by first moving the dishwasher out, seeing where I need to drill the holes, make sure that that's level. I'm going to put a piece of brand ring there as a support. And then another thing is I'm going to have to get this actual dishwasher level because it looks like the floor is not very level. It's nice flooring, it's like old pine, and then we will change some things up from there. Let's get started. The cleat first. Let's see. And then what you want to do is you want to put a piece of tape on the drill bit, just so that you know where to stop when you're drilling into the wall, because the Hilti needs to get in there, and we're going to cut the Hilti off because I don't want to go too deep into the wall. This will then tell me here, boom, I'll put it in there, then I'm just going to cut it off with a blade. Okay, just done the measurement now. Now we've got to get the rendering right. Mark it on the wall. Then what I'm going to do is I'm going to put the first one in, get that secure, and then I'll do the other side. I'll shift it down. Now hopefully there aren't any pipes here. I've checked. There's no hollow points. Shit, what is this? But there's hollow points here. Okay, so hopefully we don't hit any water pipes. Bit of a gamble. Let's see what we can do. Alright, so the first one is in. Now we're going to put, there we go, it fits beautifully. So I'm going to take it as far as I can. Fuck, I don't even. Beautiful. So that is basically that. Then I'm going to go make sure this is level, make the next mark there, and repeat the process for all three of these, and then we'll see how we are when we're back. Okay, first one's up. There you go. Give that a wipe down. I'm going to put the top on. It's fucking boiling in here. This is basically what it's looking like. Obviously, the top is going to be, we're either going to paint it, or I think we're going to put like an acrylic stick on or whatever. I'm not sure. Sarah's going to do that. But now, to finalize it, is I'm going to, because we're painting over it, because we're putting acrylic over it, I'm going to drill, I'm going to put 3 screws in here, okay? Because what's happening right now, because the floor is not level, you can see it's tilting, right? It doesn't look so bad there. It's not so bad, but if I pull it down there, see that's a big gap. And what I'm going to have to do is raise the dishwasher. But for those of you who don't know much about drilling, this wood, the shutter board, if you just go directly in with a screw, what ends up happening a lot of the times is the wood will split, okay, and then it looks shit. You got a whole split going down there, and it might actually damage the wood entirely. So what you want to do is you want to take a small drill bit like this, really small, much smaller than the screw. You're going to do a small guiding hole, okay. Then you're going to screw the screw in afterwards, and then you're good to go. Okay, so I'm done for today, but I'm going to start first thing tomorrow to do, this is basically what we've got. This is what I'm going to do. This is what it's going to look like. I'm going to finish it off nicely there, but I'm done for the day. My back is killing me at the moment, so I need to go lie down for a little bit. But I'll check you guys for part 2 tomorrow. Day 7 of moving into the new place. I decided to stop yesterday. I didn't finish it. My back is literally in so much pain. It's a little bit better this morning because I've rested. Won't be hitting the gym this week as mentioned, but I'm still going to continue doing those renovations, continue where I stopped. Not so much the cosmetic side of things, just getting the majority of the actual stuff done. But I'm having my breakfast now. Already finished off of it. This morning I had 4 eggs, 4 slices of seeded red, and then I'm gonna do my greens powder. Did my faster walk, had my electrolytes, had my glutamine. But I'm gonna get this down. Then we're gonna get started on the next couple projects, and I'll bring you guys along. Let's go. Okay, so the first line of business today is going to be just sorting out this wall a little bit. So they've got a railing here. It's gold, so it's not too bad. Ended up getting a mirror yesterday, an antique looking mirror type thing that we're going to put on here just for the meantime till we get some more stuff. But yeah, so I'm going to take this out, then I'm going to get the right line for the mirror that's in line with this lamp, this light. I don't know if you guys can see that. But that's also going to change, probably gold rim, whatever. Then put the mirror here, put the railing somewhere else, probably a bit closer. And then this here is the top. Okay, so this is the top that's been cut. This needs to be fixed. I'm going to show you guys as well what it looked like before having the top here. So this is the only spot where we can have a washing machine. Okay, it's the only points that they put for water and for waste pipe. They don't even have an electrical plug here. So I'm going to be making a bunch of extension leads basically that are all going to run to the appliances where we need it. So the planning of the house is not the best. It is super old, but you know what? We can always make a plan. We can always find a solution. So looks really good with the countertop here. Then I might put little cabinets here. I'm not sure. We'll see how that goes. It kind of looks pretty good. Just open face like this. It's a nice space on that side to put the washing basket, to put whatever else, the washing powder, all of that stuff. And then we are probably gonna do that whole wallpaper with some cool aesthetic, and then probably put up a nice big mirror there, or I don't know, whatever. That's Sarah's job. That's her interior design stuff. So let's get cracking. 7 away from the top. Now that we've got 7 away from the top, take the top to this point here. So take it from the top to this point, which is 6. 6 plus 7 is 13. So we're going to have 13 away from the light. Here's the one eye. And that looks about a 9. Hammer. Whoever made this mirror decided they wanted to make it off balance. That's so stupid. There's only one hole, so let's see what we can do. Quick fix, we got the mirror on so long. Forgot to put it in the right position. You know what we'll do? I think we'll do something else a little down there. It's level, so that's good. Not sure what you guys think. What I'm going to do next is, because my back is hurting quite a bit, I'm going to quickly measure all of the cable that I need to get from the plug point to the dishwasher and the washing machine and the office to the desk, the room to the bed, so I can cut those. I'm making my own extension leads so I can get the exact measurements, and rather than there just being excess cable lying around. So I'm gonna go do that. I'll show you guys how I do that in a moment. Alright, so I've got the measurements now for the washing machine. The Dishwasher one in the kitchen, already done, finished that. I actually had an extension lead that was the perfect size for that. Just pinned it against the skirting so it's nice and clean. And I'll probably end up just putting like a carpet over that little section, make it look nice and good. Really good, and it's going to fit really nicely when we do the finishings on the actual drawers and the cupboards and all of that. But now, I've just measured out from where the plug is, the plug point, to the washing machine, and that is 6.5 meters. I'm giving a little bit extra play just so that it can move around, and you know, there's nothing worse than doing a cut and then it is too short. So rather it be too long than too short. Now, let's see, I can do 6 meters here. Okay, I'm going to quickly measure this, then I'm going to give it a cut there. Okay, now that I've got my 6.5 meter cut, I'm going to start peeling away at this. So this plastic, so that I can expose the 3 wires, which is a neutral, earth leakage, and a live. Okay, you need to make sure that you put them on the right parts of the plug point, because well, it's not going to work, and you could cause some bullshit. Like if it gets wet, there's going to be an issue and there's a cutout. So now I'm going to cut away at this, expose those, then I will start with the plug point, and then I will start with this, then I will finish off with the socket. And there you have it, you've got a full extension. Show you guys what that looks like in a moment. So what it looks like, as you can see, neutral, live, and that is the earth. Okay, so this is the moment of truth. Let's see if it works. Plug it to the wall, it's on, just didn't shock me. Yeah. There we go, it's working, perfect. And now I'm going to go plug this in by the wall, run it along the side, put little pins in, whatever that keeps it against the skirting so that it's not all over the show and it's nice and clean, good look, and get the washing machine all sorted. Then we'll see what we're going to do next. The fridge still needs to become level. The fridge is a little bit out, so I'll probably do spaces in there. If not, hopefully the feet on the fridge allows me to push it up a bit. And there's going to be a couple of things through the next couple of weeks, but let's see what else we're going to get done today. Speaking of, I've got a Nutritic order. So I just got my supplements have just arrived, ready to kick things off properly next week again, get into the full swing of things. I'm so excited to get back in training. I know I've been saying this shit for such a long time, but you know, things have been coming up. We've had to move. The back injury is obviously a bitch. Excuse my French, but it's one of those things. But next week, we continue to try. We're going to try even harder, push even further, and see what the results bring. But check this. Let's have a look at the supplements we got. This is this month's order. Got some merch or t-shirt there. Supplements, multivitamins, glutamine again, protein, carb, creatine, all that good stuff. Another super exciting thing is this. Okay, so you guys know I love to drink my electrolytes in the morning, but this comes in a sachet form, so I can take it with me on the go. Then I got some of these as well, gym juice, which is also electrolytes, so I can sip on this. Why I got this, because I want to add my creatine and my aminos in here, so it's just going to make my life a little bit easier. And then finally, we just got more protein, because I have a shit ton of protein. Alright, so this is day 3 of the DIY, doing some home renovations just to spice up this place a little bit. It is an old house, but it's got so much potential, and it's spacious, it's big, and it's really located in a nice spot. But yesterday was day 2. I got a decent amount done. I finished off the countertops. I did the plugs for the dishwasher now, and I've made the plug for the washing machine, okay, the cord, because there are no plug points in the house. I don't know why, I don't know who designed it, but we make a plan. So I'm going to get that cable, that extension cord to that side, Then what I noticed in one of my cupboards as well, that there are no railings. So there's one missing railing in my office in specific, and I want to hang certain things up there, like nice jackets and all of that. So I'm actually going to cut the railing myself. I got a piece of this. So we're going to cut that with a grinder. Not going to do too much this morning. Going to finish off that extension lead, cut this with a grinder, probably level out the fridge today, and that's about that. I didn't do my fasted cardio this morning because today I decided, no, it's an awesome day. I'm going to drive out for like an hour. I'm going to go do some fishing. Okay, I'm going to meet up with my dad, do some fishing, fly fishing with the trout. There's trout there, so see if we can catch something. But whilst I'm there, I'm going to be walking along the riverside, okay, along the dam, rather. So that's where I'll get my cardio in, change it up a little bit. You know, I've been doing a lot of the morning walks in the park, so I felt like a little bit of a change up. And whilst I'm with that side, I'm also going to go get some more furniture, see what I can find, see some things to spice up this place a little bit more. We've got basically everything, but we don't have a couch yet. So we're still looking for a good couch, like a nice size couch. We want to figure out the design of that. The cupboards still need to be done here in the kitchen, so we're coming up with ideas for that. But yeah, this is super fun. I'm really enjoying this whole process. It's a super cool project. But now, before I get started, I'm going to have my breakfast. As we know, 4 eggs, 4 slices of seeded or sourdough. I'm doing seeded bread today. And we've got our greens powder. Greens powder is going to be awesome, okay, because you want to prioritize your digestion. And I've mentioned this so many times. Digestion is key to building quality size. It doesn't matter how good your meal plan is. If you've got an awesome meal plan and you've got poor digestion, you're not eating good whole foods that are going to help aid with your digestion, what's going to end up happening is your absorption is going to be shitty. Okay, when you've got poor absorption, it means that you're not actually going to get that protein in. You're not going to get those carbs or those fats. So you need to make sure that digestion is important, and this really helps. Having things with high fiber will help with your digestion. Though it's like veggies, fruits. I'm not a big fan of eating veggies in the morning, so I have this. Okay, it's got your mix of veggies, it's got your mix of fruits, it's got the leafy greens, it's got all that good stuff, and I think there's like 10 grams of protein in one of these scoops, so extra protein. Okay, so let me get this down, and then we're gonna do some cutting, some measuring, and then I'll see you guys at the dam. We're pulling up to the dam now. Look at this stunning place, man. Check that out. It's my dream. In the next couple of years, I want to buy a F-off property like this. And we've made it to the dam. Okay, so I just came back from the fishing now. It was flipping awesome. So cool to be in nature. Check that mountain in the background. I'm on the dirt road now, taking the truck on a test. So with regards to the fishing, I didn't get very lucky, unfortunately. I didn't catch a single fish, was probably there for an hour and a bit. And, you know, I'm a bit disappointed, a little bit frustrated, but that's how it goes, right? And then I look at my dad on the other hand, and he caught 5 fish. Okay, so I'm like, how in the world did you catch these 5 fish? And I looked, and it's 3 things. First of all, he's far more skilled. He's got the right technique down his cast, and he can cast probably about 3 meters, maybe even more further than I can. He has a flow tube, so he's on the water, right, whereas I'm on the sideline. And third of all, he's got a different fly. So basically what a fly is, it's like the bait that the trout eat, right? It's similar to what they eat. You tie the fly yourself. For anyone who knows anything about fly fishing, you'll know exactly what I'm talking about. But I didn't have those things, okay? And it got me thinking, the exact same thing applies to trying to reach your fitness goal. If you're putting in the work and you just don't have all the things down, it's going to take you much longer to get there. You might not even get there at all, and it's going to be super frustrating and irritating and all those things. But just like the fishing, there's so much more. Like if you're just prioritizing the training aspect of things, then it's going to take you so much longer. You're going to go through that frustration and you're going to be disappointed at the end of it. So it's so much more than just training, right? If you really want to achieve a good physique, if you want to reach the goal in far less time and actually far less effort, it takes training, it takes repetition, it takes consistency, discipline, it takes nutrition, recovery, supplementation protocols. All of these things work together in order for you to get that crazy result, right? And to get to that goal without like putting in the work for nothing. So don't just prioritize training. Make sure that you've got the right system and the right strategy in place, and you will get there. And you'll get there a lot quicker. So definitely this was a little bit of an eye-opener for me. Next time I come, I'm gonna make sure I have the flow tube. I'm gonna practice my casting a little bit better, and I'm gonna make sure I got the right tie, the right fly on. Then I'm gonna catch some fish. But yeah, that's it for this video. I hope you guys enjoyed the DIY. It's a little bit something different. I am going to be back on the training next week. My back was a bit sore with the walking today. I'm really hoping and praying that it is sorted by Monday. But tomorrow I'm going to be doing my first check-in, and the journey begins, where I'm going to show you guys exactly how I structure my meal plan, how I structure my training, my recovery, my supplementation protocols, the exact same way that my clients do in the lean mass method, and how they've achieved their results. I'm going to be starting that exact journey myself. I'm going to be doing check-ins every single week, just like I do with my clients, and I'm going to keep myself accountable, which is going to be really cool. And I'm really looking forward to seeing what the results bring, and you guys can follow along on the journey. If your goal right now is to build lean quality mass, then follow along, because you're going to get all the sauce. Okay, you guys are going to, I'm going to show you how I structure that, all of those things based on my specific body type, based on what my goal is, and how I manipulate that each and every week. But see you guys next time.